Want to make a rustic bread with me? Let's go. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using a Dutch oven, and here is the recipe. I'm going to start after the first rise, after the first hour, so that we can move on to the more technical stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this Dutch oven in my oven at 450 degrees, and I'm going to let that heat up for half an hour, which is exactly the amount of time I need for the second rise, which is 30 minutes. Here is the bread after it has risen for the first hour. I'm going to put it onto a floured surface, and I'm going to do a technique called the fold and turn, and it honestly looks like folding and turning. It's the envelope method. And all I'm doing is creating a tightness on the very top and a seam on the bottom. So now that I've got it flipped over, I'm working on that seam on the bottom, and I'm keeping it tight and firm and smooth on the very top. Once that's ready, I just put it into a floured bowl, seam side down. I put a warm, damp cloth over the top of it, and I'm going to let that rise for an additional 30 minutes while that Dutch oven is heating up. Now that we're ready to go, let's put it in. So my trick is using a parchment paper, and I'm just going to flip it so that it's seam side up now. And I like the seam the way it is, but I honestly want some more growth in my bread, so I'm going to score it, and then I'm going to flour it so it can have that more rustic feel to it. I don't know what it is about those rustic breads with a little flour on top, but it just works out really great. So once my Dutch oven is hot and ready to go, I just pop it right in, and then I'm going to let that bake for the first 30 minutes. Now that my 30 minutes are up, I am going to check on my bread. Now, this is where you kind of play chicken with your bread. You want to put it back in the oven so it can get brown and crispy. I'm going to do 10 minutes. People say 10 to 15 minutes. And honestly, after 11 minutes, I get really nervous. So I took it out at 10 minutes and it looked like this. And I was super excited. It tasted delicious. Let me know if you try this recipe. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day. Bye-bye.